Hello, I'm Ryan McEachran, and welcome to episode 46 of The Dig. Joining us back on The Dig this week is my guest, Todd Burns, president and founder of Cypher Environmental. I'm really looking forward to having Todd back on the show, as we will be discussing something quite innovative and visionary for a small to medium-sized company to be doing, offering customers the Cypher Green Roads program, a concept that perfectly aligns with a mining company's CSR and ESG strategies. And we'll finish things off with our classic 6 and 60. All this coming up right now. But first, a quick reminder to follow us on LinkedIn and on Twitter at Mining Suppliers. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest and past episodes of The Dig. The topic regarding ESG, environment, social, and governance, continues to make headlines, with financial giants like Blackrock putting ESG as a focal point to their investment decision-making. It is also a key agenda item for boardrooms of many of the mining companies. Even major mining OEMs are embedding ESG into their narrative. But where it is rarely seen is part of the messaging from small to medium-sized mining suppliers. For MSTA Canada, the first example of this has come from our member, Cypher Environmental, and how they are approaching ESG is definitely visionary and innovative. So let's dig in right now with Todd. Hi, Todd. Welcome back to The Dig.
Hey, Ryan. Good to see you again.
So, for those that don't really know who you are, and I find that's far and few between nowadays, can you tell us a little bit about what Cypher actually does?
Well, yeah, I was just able to squeeze this in between autographs. So, yeah. No, thanks, Ryan. We in particular for our mining clients, we help them reduce their OPEX while simultaneously reducing environmental footprint as well. So we specifically focus on doing that through better road or better haul road management. So we provide concentrated and proprietary dust control and road stabilization solutions. Traditionally you think about dust control on unpaved roads, you think salt, and you think oil. Some really old technologies that are quite harmful for the environment and really not actually solving. They're solving one problem and causing another. And so so we sought to provide some environmentally friendly alternatives. And so, for example, our dust blocker sugar blend product actually has recently acquired the US EPA Safer Choice Award. And it also has a Boeing conformity, meaning it's safe to use around airplanes and on airstrips, et cetera. A lot of mines have their own airstrips, but in particular, I mentioned that because it's not going to cause any rust, such as, i.e., salt, wood on a haul truck or any expensive equipment moving down the road. And then we also focus on enhancing engineering properties of materials in the actual roads to assist our mining clients to reduce maintenance requirements and maintenance costs and build roads using lower cost, actually high clay content materials. And we actually have studies showing that when haul trucks use the roads thereafter, they become more fuel efficient because there's less deflection on the road when the heavy weight moves across it. So yeah, it keeps us busy, and we're constantly innovating new environmentally friendly technologies.
Excellent. And now what I really want to kind of dig into today is your Cypher Green Roads program. It's something that I find is fairly unique and not too common in the mining, supply, and services sectors. So can you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, first of all, thanks for giving me an excuse to wear my green shirt today. Other than St. Patrick's Day, you don't find those too often. So, I know Cypher Green Roads is something that we came up with about a year ago, and it just struck us as there's a lot of talk about ESG and CSR and mining these days, and you hear the mines talk a lot about it, but as a supplier, we really wanted to figure out how we could actually engage more with our clients in this industry and other industries to really focus on I guess CSR and ESG are almost said interchangeably these days, but on the social aspect and almost like the social license to operate for our clients to help them actually have an impact in the communities where they're operating. And so we just came up with an idea. It was called Cypher Green Roads. And essentially, when we work with a client doing a project of $250,000 or more, which essentially all of our mining clients will qualify for that, We donate up to 5% of the project value on behalf of Cypher and the mine and the client to the local community. So let's say the village or the town nearest to the mine. Let's say if there's an environmentally sensitive area or something around the mine, we actually donate product. The same product is being used in the mine to the community. So talk about sharing of best practices between the mine and the community. And it enables us to reduce the environmental footprint of the actual community itself and provide training to the community members. So usually the project will consist of Cypher donating product, and the mine will connect us with the communities, sometimes bring in other partners like a logistics company to actually bring the product from Canada to site, wherever that may be. And usually there's a training component worked into there. So somebody from Cypher or one of our local distribution partners will actually go on site to the community and train them on how to use the product. So they actually get some training and education and skill sets they can use moving forward, perpetually to benefit the community and the community member who's received the training. So, it's win-win for everyone, and certainly gives our clients some nice CSR and ESG stuff to talk about, and stuff for us to engage with them on. And, because we're a multi-sectoral company, we really just wanted to start to set the bar high for other suppliers in the industry to sort of follow suit and come up with other programs to support local communities, because we give back in our own backyard. We're based out of Winnipeg here. Actually, for any projects that don't qualify for Cypher Green Roads, we actually donate 15% of our profits annually to charity. So if your project doesn't qualify for Green Roads, it's still enabling us to give back. So.
This is it's a brilliant program, and to your point, you have a product that clearly shows environmental benefits to the organizations, either from saving fuel, saving definitely in water, and all the efficiencies, and of course the air quality. And many operations have it where you're driving through a local community, and that traffic can really it can have a real impact. And what it really seems really interesting to me, that I never even considered, was the sustainability part. You're actually developing skill sets within the community that allows us to continue, and I never considered that part. So kudos to you for that. So I have to ask, and it sounds like it's happening, but so how is the mining community responding to your Green Roads program?
Yeah, really well so far. I mean, I can't imagine this not being an attractive program for any clients. So usually when we bring it up, we get uptake right away. We just successfully completed a project up on Baffin Island in a community called Pond Inlet up there with Baffinland, which was great. And we did exactly what you just spoke of. And we sent a technician up there, trained the community members, and they did the second half of the program on their own. And I understand they're going to be applying more product next year. So a great example of it right there. Let's see, in December, we have a project happening at a local, there was actually a prominent gold mine in Australia is donating some product to it's called Pepper Green Farm, and they work with special needs individuals to get them involved. It's just a little sort of hobby farm to get them engaged in doing agricultural activities and learning about doing work with their hands, etc. And so great little not-for-profit example. And I know we have another one happening with a gold mine in Mali soon, and as well as with an oil and gas plant in BC, where we're actually going to be working with a community called Whispering Pines First Nation, and we're going to be doing some roads in their community. So really excited about there's I think 4 projects I listed right there right off the hop, and we've got several more in the hopper. So it's looks like it's really going well so far.
Well, that's excellent to hear, Todd. And I can't see why this won't take off and gain momentum as you move forward and people learn more about it. And speaking to that, how would people that are listening right now about this and saying, hey, I want to learn more about this program. I want to be a part of this. How they get in contact with you?
Yeah, well, you can find it all on our website at cypherenvironmental.com/green roads. So it's all there. And I mean, one thing I would point out too, Ryan, is a little side note to this about the company's core values and culture. As this continues to pick up momentum, as does the sort of the what's the word I'm looking for here? The enthusiasm of our team to continue with this program and make it perpetual. And it's just awesome to see the lingering side effects each time we gain a new project. So it's another nice barometer in our office to see how many kilometers have we treated for free this year, or how many communities have we impacted, or how many liters of product have we given away. So we're still deciding how we're going to start tracking that internally, but it's a great thing for our culture.
Well, it's and it makes sense. I think everyone can wear a badge of pride at the Cypher,
exactly,
group here and the family, and so Todd, I just want to thank you again for taking the time to be back here and sharing a really interesting program that you have there, the Cypher Green Roads program. So thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now it's time for 6 and 60. Let's take a look at some of the biggest stories in the mining industry today. Agnico Eagle and Kirkland Lake Gold are merging to create a senior producer operating in the safest jurisdictions, having the lowest cost profile and 48 million ounces in reserves. On Sunday, a scoop bucket dropped and wedged in the shaft of Vale's Taunton mine, delaying 39 miners from getting to the surface until 4 days later. Fast Markets reported Rio Tinto declared force majeure on copper and acid shipments from its Kennecott operations in Utah after molten copper was released at the smelter. S&P Global reported iron ore prices dropped to a 16-month low, mainly caused by Evergrande debt crisis and the cutting of emissions by steel plants in China. Mining.com reported that Peru's finance minister Pedro Franque said Southern Copper's $1.4 billion Tia Maria copper project was socially and politically unfeasible. And finally, on Wednesday, Prime Minister Scott Morrison said the Australian government will set up a $2 billion loan facility for projects in the country focused on critical minerals. And that is your 6 and 60. That's it for this week's episode. I'd like to thank our special guest, Todd Burns. And remember, you can follow us on Twitter at Mining Suppliers and LinkedIn, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get instant access to all our episodes of the day. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, I'm Ryan McCaffrey. Take care and stay safe.